we're moving about today. We are on a boat. This means we can move around in different directions without a lot of warning at times. So make use of the handrails when going up or down stairwells. Look out for the sea sills you need to step over when going through doorways. And please do not climb up on or sit on any rails or stand on any seats. Now I'll certainly make use of the outer decks for the first half of the cruise here today. We are going with the wind for the first half out to the Tasman Sea, but once we turn around and start coming back, it's going to be right in our face and it will be quite brisk. So certainly make the most of the first half here, guys. It will be the most comfortable outside anyway. Lovely views, but yeah, just a very cold southeast wind. Coming up here on our left hand side, you'll notice this U-shaped valley. This one's known as Sinbad Gully. This is an excellent example of a glacially carved valley. You'll notice how it's rounded out, U-shaped at the bottom. This does give you quite a good indication of what the bottom of Milford Sound would look like. To Milford Sound, not quite correct, as this is not a sound at all. It's a true fjord, being named wrong. They didn't really know the differences back in the day when they named these areas. The main difference between sounds and fjords is quite simple. A sound is a valley eroded out by a river, and the sound will generally be V-shaped, like the letter V, due to the cutting action of running water, whereas a fjord is carved out solely by ice and rock or glacial action. And a fjord will be U-shaped with high steep mountain like Sinbad Gully off to our left. The only sounds in New Zealand are at the top of the South Island, the Marlborough Sound. 14 sounds down here that make up Fiordland National Park. These have all been named wrong. They're all true fjords. Bit confusing, I know. Quick recap. Sounds eroded out by rivers and V-shaped. Fjords, which we're in today, carved out by ice and rock or glaciers, and U-shaped. And both sounds and fjords have been backfilled by the rising ocean on the melting of the last ice age. And they are basically flooded valleys.
It's getting cold now.
Coming up to what is the widest part of Milford. about 2.5 kilometres wide across here from left to right. During the summer months we get the large cruise liners come on in here and visit us. With this being the widest part, this is where they usually turn around. It is too deep for them to anchor, thank goodness. About the middle there, deepest part we've got is around 300 metres or 1,000 feet deep. So these cruise ships generally come in, turn around and head straight back out again. Summer just gone, we had around 80 visits cruise ship this summer. Now because we have so much rain here in Fiordland, more often than not we have a freshwater layer that sits on top of the saltwater here. We haven't had a lot of rain lately, and with this offshore breeze we've had in the last few days, it's blowing most of that freshwater layer out to sea. You can tell just by the colour, it's quite bluey green at the moment. That pretty much tells us we're almost back to saltwater, pure saltwater. Normally when we have the freshwater layer on top, it's quite dark and discoloured, almost like tea, from all the tannins that gets flushed out of all this vegetation. We are one of the wettest inhabited places here in New Zealand. We can have anywhere between 7 to 10 metres of rain per year, even more some years on the wetter ones. With the fact there is no soil or any natural catchment areas in these mountain sides, all this moisture has no choice but to stream directly down these mountains and run straight into the fjord. And of course, with us being part of the Tasman Sea, there is salt water below the freshwater layer, but yeah, pretty much pure salt water here at the moment, which is quite